was a time when station wagons were part truck, part bus, and part car. But then came family wagons, luxurious, versatile cars for a family. What's the difference between a station wagon and a family wagon? Watch. We'll use a Chrysler Town & Country and the Grand Fury Sport Suburban versus Ford and Chevy. First, we need a family. Because more than any other vehicle, choice of wagon should be a family decision. A wagon has to be attractive because they're go-anywhere machines, lumberyard to country club. All have wood grain siding, but Ford's Country Squire and Chevrolet's Caprice Estate have vinyl-coated molding. The Chrysler products have bright metal. And in front, we use chrome-plated zinc for beauty and durability. It's plastic on the Chevrolet, and looks it. Another styling touch. Notice how our front bumpers appear as part of the body, integrated into the car. Not true on the Ford or Chevy, and that extra overhang makes it a bit more difficult to park. Have you ever owned a car without a window frame? The glass tends to lift off the seal when you reach highway speeds, but not if it has a steel frame. All our wagons have frames. Another touch. Our full-size wagons offer a vent window option, great for clearing smoke from a car. Chevy doesn't offer it, and Ford has a mini vent option that doesn't angle outward. It's purely a styling touch, but notice the gap between Ford's windshield and the body. Looks unfinished, doesn't it? Not ours. Air deflectors are important on a wagon. They force moving air down over the rear window to help keep it clean. Ours looks like part of the car, and they're standard on most full-size models. Ford deflectors are optional, and Chevy doesn't offer one. But it's here, at the door gate, that the real differences in wagons becomes obvious. Here's what makes us a family wagon. First, for passengers, the gate opens as a door with the glass up or down. Passengers step in and sit down in a big, roomy seat. It's a real seat, soft and comfortable. Chevrolet uses a different system. They use a clamshell gate. It works like this. Trouble is, there's no gate for long loads, and passengers can't enter here. It's pretty hard for an adult to enter a Chevrolet gracefully. And notice the seat. Thin pads, really. Not very comfortable, particularly if you sit on the hump. Ford uses a door gate similar to ours, but their seating is different. Room for only two. Nice for tots, but confining for adults. When it comes to family seating comfort, your choice has to be Chrysler Town & Country or Plymouth Grand Fury. A couple of other things we put in for family's sake. Optional carpeting. It's fitted and can't wrinkle. Ford has a loose rug that gets in the way. With the carpeting, you get a lockable storage closet in the side and in the footwell. Ford just has a side compartment and Chevy offers just a footwell. If you want to lower the second seat on our car, you just depress the center button. Ford is easy to lower, but you can only do it from the right side of the car. The Chevy seats take a bit more effort. But for the most part, The interior is what a family is most interested in. Here's how we've put extra care in conveniences. Notice how the carpet protects the lower part of the door, and there's a door assist handle for convenience. Ford and Chevy don't offer it. One outstanding feature on the Town & Country and Grand Fury Sport Suburban is the 50/50 center armrest seat. Driver and passenger seats can be adjusted separately, and the passenger seat reclines, an important feature on long trips. It's standard. On Chevy and Ford, a bench seat is standard, not quite as luxurious. You'll find other considerate touches too. The glove box centered between the driver and passenger for the convenience of both. The sun visor fits securely in a latch. The Chevy visor has no such support. All three cars offer a tilt wheel, but ours telescopes too, goes in and out. Lets you tailor the wheel position to different drivers. The headlining in Plymouth and Chrysler is molded fiberglass, easy to clean and durable. Ford and Chevy have cloth headliners that can snag and tear on loads. Another feature you'll notice is the many air conditioning outlets in Plymouth, 8 in all. It means quick cool down where you want it. Ford has only 4 outlets. See now why we say we build family wagons? They're built with a family in mind. And you'll find even more reasons to choose Chrysler or Plymouth when you check the operator's manual. You'll see how you can save on maintenance, and more important, you'll read the clincher. For the first 12 months of use, any Chrysler Motors Corporation dealer will fix, without charge for parts or labor, any part of our 1976 passenger cars we supply, except tires, which proves defective in normal use regardless of mileage. Of course, the owner is responsible for maintenance service, such as changing filters and wiper blades. Many of the differences you found on the full-size wagons is true of the intermediates, too. Things like the steel frame around the windows on Plymouth Fury, missing on Ford Torino and Chevy Malibu. But again, the big difference is in the load and passenger seating in the rear. Here's the Plymouth, nearly 87 cubic feet of storage area. No skimping on the passenger comfort either. See the difference? The hip room on Fury's seat is 48 inches wide. That's 10 inches wider than the Torino seat and nearly a foot wider than the Malibu seat. These pockets are very handy, especially for young passengers with toys and games. Watch how they get out of the Fury. Stand up, step down. Now Torino is similar to Fury, but look here. There's a plastic insert between the bumper and the body. Doesn't look very substantial. In fact, the whole rear entrance looks just a little unfinished. Now let's watch her get out. She has to stoop low to keep from hitting her head. Wait till you try it. Chevrolet Malibu is a different thing. They have a flip-up gate. Watch your head. The seat is narrow and not quite so finished. But the worst feature is you can't open the window. Oh, there's air all right, but it takes muscle to open them or close them. And you can't get out until the driver lets you out. Chevy has one of those rubber inserts too. Although carpeting comes with the Torino, it's just loose in back. Scrunch it up behind the seat back, and the back won't latch. Here's Ford's rear passenger door. Pretty narrow. Chevy is in the same class. but not Fury. Big, wide openings make it easy to enter and exit. It's true of the front seat, too. Notice the seat. It's our brand new optional 60/40 seat. There's never been anything like it. 60% of the seat is located on the driver's side to give him room to move around. There's a center armrest, and each side of the seat adjusts individually, so driver and passenger can both have just the right amount of legroom. For the height of luxury, both seat backs recline. The seat inserts are breathable vinyl, much more comfortable than the smooth vinyl, and yet easy to care for. Fury has a lot of extra touches you don't find on competition. For example, an ammeter that tells you about the condition of the electrical system. Ford and Chevy don't have it. Here's an interesting light. It warns you if the door is ajar. Very comforting if your cargo is kids, especially when combined with optional auto lock. With Fury's advantages, you'd expect it to cost much more than competition. In the past, it may have been true, but look. Fury Sport is actually sticker priced at $68 less than the 8-passenger Ford, and is within $10 of the Malibu price. Even the full-size wagons have an advantage. Our basic Grand Fury lists for $4,909, and that's lower in price than any full-size Chevy or Ford. With prices like these, you can choose on value alone. Values like torsion bar suspension and unibody, not available on the competition. Just so you'll remember, here are some of the differences we talked about. Chrysler Town & Country, Plymouth Grand Fury, Sport Suburban, and Fury Sport Suburban. Our family of family wagons with a difference.